actually take the initiative, play proactively, but they can also play it reactively. So they have both styles on their hands to go up against Homebois in this match, and I honestly feel like RSG should be able to get it done with this early game comp.
Alright, I agree as well. RSG are the ones that want to make things happen. They're basically trading a lot of their late game insurance in order to make their presence on the map known as quickly as possible. While the Homebois, they're okay playing for that late game. They got a ton.
Well, I can't believe my instincts was half right. Box here on the XP, we have our first ever Camilla jungle in the playoffs, played by RSGMY. Will they be able to sweep Homebois, or will Homebois start their revenge? Because this is game 1 of the lower bracket finals, best of 5 series, Homebois versus RSGMY.
It's going to be quite a doozy because Venogo Carmilla jungle, I think it's the very first time we see him on that hero, contrary to whatever he has played up to this point. So RSGMY bringing in some minor but drastic change as well, especially to the jungle.
We saw this Carmilla pick by Zorn actually twice earlier today, specifically to counter the chip strategy, and that Curse of Blood worked very well to make sure that they weren't able to do anything once they engaged onto them. But if you add that with the Minwind Fury, RSG is terrifying.
Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about, right? Early aggression. Zorn comes in out of nowhere, you don't know where he's coming from, immediately forces massive battles as well as HP. And RSGMY, just like that, they've pretty much lost mid-control, and I don't know how Izanami is going to be able to make a comeback like this, but again, with this Carmilla jungle, it feels like Zorn is just not afraid of this.
I see that the priority has shifted for RSGMY. I personally thought that Stone would help Izanami a lot more so that Uji just doesn't stand in the lane alone without having to worry about the Luo Yi. But you see Izanami, he's walking up top at level 2.
Izanami honestly does not need help. Loi wins lane most of the time. Oh, in the mid lane though.
Oh my goodness, Storm, he might be in trouble here. He's dead. Appraiser's Wrath comes in. First blood in the hands of Homebois. No chance for RSGMY. Left alone. What a mistake coming in. And this time, they're preemptively setting out for the XP lane. And they're trying to make a attempt here. Zorn not having the shortcut yet, but they are still going to try and take a couple of chip damage here before heading in towards the turtle pit. Somewhat half HP, but Repo in a very, very awkward spot now. He needs his Daytona Smoker before this first turtle fight, and Homebois is just making sure he doesn't get it easily.
Yeah, it would be the best case scenario if Stone can hit 4, but with that early death, it's going to take a while more. I think RSGMY can afford to wait this out.
Oh, it's going to be a stalemate here. They're about to hit those 4s here. Stone very close to the XP here. Chibi, they're looking for the crash. Here he comes. Gobble up coming in from Repo. They're pinning Chibi. He's going to be the first to fall, and now Turtle in the hands of RSGMY as they continue with the push. Homebois has to back off a little bit more, but RSG seems like they've gotten their objectives in check this time.
Yeah, the problem is Zorn plays a lot more confidently when he is on that chip, but because of that confidence, he spent... Oh, hold on.
Oh my goodness, no. This confidence, but no go. He's going to try and buy time, but it's not good enough here. The rest of the team is not there to provide backup. Izanami wasn't able to teleport into this fight, but again, RSGMY, they're not letting them off the hook. They are going to defend the tower. The objectives here. Storm was able to hold on and survive and get out.
I mean, Homeboy just playing off of vision. They saw RSGMY win the initial fight. They all rotate to the bot side, instantly calls for a gank on the Carmilla, who just got the turtle, just completely nullifying whatever lead that RSGMY would have potentially gotten.
Yeah, initially I was gonna say because Zorn was roaming around and not getting EXP from the mid lane like normal, he didn't hit level 4, so they ended up losing that turtle fight. But because of that, Zorn is able to invade the jungle, punish Venogo, and they basically even it out and secure a net worth lead for the Homebois. It's very important here that RSGMY are the ones that have a net worth lead, because if they don't, once that late game comes about, it's going to be very difficult for them to deal with nets.
Oh no, again, Izanami getting focus fire. They are going to try and send him back to the base once again. If he divergence out, means there's not going to be an element of surprise. Homebois, they are going to take advantage of this to try and find a timing to push Izanami out. And look at this, divergent, he's coming out, but it's not going to be a surprise. He's going to be able to regroup, but Homebois says that, okay, for the next 30 seconds, we're not going to be seeing Storm and Izanami making the drop on Nets for now. It seems like Nets, he has a good idea. He's instantly recalling out of here.
Izanami needs to deal with the mid wave just in time for the turtle. And again, this teamfight composition flourishes when you are fighting in tight spaces. And they gotta keep this in mind, that Venogo is a level behind Chibi, so this retry fight is already gonna be hard by default.
Previously, they had the advantage because Zorn hadn't hit level 4 just yet. That's why RSG stepped on the pedal and went for it. But now Homebois have the net worth lead, which is going to make this turtle contest a lot more even.
Oh no, from behind Zorn, he's going to try and focus on Izanami. He's going to be the first to fall. Loyi is down, and now Minon's Rage comes in. It is looking to be good here, but it's not good enough. They need more damage here. Loleo, wait, he's got damage. He almost mowed down Zorn, but seeing the Eternal God and Udyr coming in, he has to back off. He's just too much here, but Loleo's, he's trying again. Wait, what? He actually finds the kill. He gets the reset, and now he's gonna try and fight a little bit more. Turtle secured by Chibi, but does he want to continue? Seems like he is running out of steam here. Stobe trying to bait Chibi out once more. Does he take the bait? Praises Wrath! Oh! Almost catching Storm, but Zorn, no! Zorn, the Conceal Blaze, is gonna get the kill under the turret. Cheeky little chips.
Man, I suppose the silver lining is Ololiao getting a shutdown on the 3-0 Udyr. That is something added to the Rogers bank, but everyone else from RSGNY is just having a absolute horrible time.
Oh, Zorn, he's baiting. No, wait, Loleo's, he used it like a bounce. They missed the taunt by Chibi, so that is going to be a little bit of consolation prize with the tier 1 down bottom. Secured by net. 75 seconds left for next turtle, but RSGNY, they're losing such a huge lead right now.
I like that Homebois are not shying away for going for the full team fight. When you see RSG with Loyi, Carmilla, Minotaur, a lot of teams would kind of shy back, play a bit more passive. But Homebois realize if they're able to take members of this lineup out before the fight starts, they can then maneuver around the remaining cooldowns. And that's the approach that they are taking with this game so far. And by using the chip, they are still out-tempoing the side of RSGNY because their comp relies quite heavily on them playing together. Homebois are able to farm individually and build up that goal difference.
I think the jungle is compromised, and that is the best scenario for Chip to thrive in.
Oh no, they found him as well. Binogo tried to make a jump first, and Udyr was able to stop him with the Eternal God. However, that's going to be one ultimate down here, but Zorn, he hasn't been scouted out yet. Oh no, he knows. Oh no, that shortcut comes in. Loleos, he needs to get out. Can they save him? He's going for the side step, but Terrify comes in. He's done. But at the same time, Storm is going to be catching the rest of Homebois. Udyr will fall. Homebois is up to Chibi, and the Praises Draft drops them low. He gets one kill. Zorn, 3-man stunned with his first kill, immediately scaring all of RSGNY. Homebois gets the surprise drop on RSGNY.
Yeah, patience paid off. What did I just say, right? If your jungle is compromised, Chip is going to have a great time. And everyone from RSGNY stood in line for Net's entropy to just ricochet all of them.
Wait, wow. Bottom lane, what happened? No, they got the drop. Something happened. They've got Nets out of nowhere. RSGNY, they caught off with the Divergent here. Repo, he needs to survive. Can he get out? This Barrage is tanky, but he's linked up by the CC, and now Chibi gets the drop. It is Izanami, the finisher. Supat, he's trying to finish. He cannot. Denied by Loleos. The Wolf saves the day.
I have no idea what just happened. We don't know how Nets got caught out there, but that is a big swing for RSGNY. Being able to get multiple kills onto Loleo as well is going to allow them to get a little bit of a foothold that RSG desperately needs going into that mid game.
Zorn, he dropped the shortcut. He's trying to buy time, but Nogo is getting pinned here. He got a 3-man stun once again. GB gets the 2-man taunt, goes for the Praises round. He loses his life, but Nets from the sides blows Izanami up. And now to finish things off, Supat cleaning house. He gets one, but Loleos is able to trade him off as well. RSGNY, they are getting so much surprises here, and they're just losing members left, right, front, and center. However, now for the Lord fight here, it is going to be a 3v3. Everyone is still alive. However, it comes down towards a battle of wits here. Loleo seems to be, doesn't really want to commit to this fight yet.
I gotta say, the past 2 team fights, despite feeling like Homebois won it by, by 1 or 2 kills, the network hasn't really grown for Homebois, right? We're seeing glimpses of what happened yesterday, where they kind of overstepped, they overheated, and RSGNY was able to trade back. Loleo is 4-1-1, so all things considered, RSGNY, they still got some insurance policy.
Yeah, this Roger is going to be quite scary going further into the game because he is finding stragglers. Homebois, their members are honestly diving a little bit too deep sometimes just to get finish off kills. And that's allowing Loleo to pick off members like Supat, who has quite a net worth lead, so he's worth a lot.
Izanami gets the first drop, and this again, Izanami gonna be the first one out of the equation here. Vinogo tries to retreat, he gets caught out, he's dropped down pretty low. Subpart is looking for the finish. Minon Rage whiffing completely here, but Zorn at the side, he brings in shortcut, he brings in nets, he does a lot of damage, but he's also taken some himself. RSGMY has split the fight, but eventually they get gobbled out by Homebois, only losing nets. A 4-for-1 trade for Homebois.
I mean, that fight was over the moment Storm used that Minoan Fury just to save Vinogo, who was almost sure to die. I felt like RSGMY, they needed to cut the cost, just sacrifice Vinogo, leave the Lord to Homebois, and defend the base, but they decided to do the opposite, take the fight, and they ended up losing more.
The problem with RSGMY's draft is that they put all eggs in one basket. This is all about counter-engage. It's all about 5v5 team fighting. So they need to win these 5v5 team fights. Every single time the portal comes out, they gotta fight together. And that kind of thinking is locking RSGMY in. It's making it difficult for them to decide whether or not to engage or prolong these team fights, and Homebois is taking advantage of those lapses in judgment.
Oh, Chibi stealing away the orange buff away from Vinogo. Once again, Vinogo not having a good time this objective. Even the purple buff gets stolen as well. Seems like the dream play for RSGMY has got to be the perfect wombo combo. In this case, I don't think we've seen a single Cursed Blood coming in from him.
It's going to be a bit tough. I mean, with the Lord coming out, Homebois are looking to at least get one inhibitor. RSGMY has some decent wave clear, but Lo Liao is losing phase.
Liao, he's taking so much damage here. Here comes the Minon Rage. He can next on Chibi to try and stall them off. RSGMY, they're trying their best to clear off the Lord, but Subpart, he's poking them apart. Storm and Izanami, can they get out? Yes, they will, but Reaper almost losing his life as well. Subpart, extremely annoying in these situations here. Lord still somehow survives. Lo Liao, he gives chase, but he's taking too much damage. Zorn re-engaged with the flicker. Lo Liao, can he get out? Yes, he can. The saves from Repo, the saves from Storm to keep him out of harm's way. They somehow hold on. Homebois, they're dropping too low. They need to re-engage. They need to find a pick, but they cannot do so. Homebois just so slippery in all these fights.
I gotta give shout out to Lo Liao, man. He is surviving some impossible situations. Basically, the only win condition remaining for RSGMY. He's got that great Dragon Spear build, so it would allow him a little bit more maneuverability during these fights. But we can tell the difference in Homebois' gameplay when they have Zorn on a hero like the Chip. The way they rotate around the map, the way they force out resources from RSG. Honestly, I think RSG is starting to make some mistakes. They're not supposed to be using these cooldowns to force engagements. They need to be more patient.
But no goal. Cursed Blood, he might be able to set it. Is he gonna go for it? They're all treed up. 3-man catch. Here comes the stun. They're all connected, but the Daytona's welcome saves one. In one fell swoop, they got the wombo combo. But he's still alive. He got a free entropy. He was able to chip everyone apart. 2 down. Vinogo needs to run, and he might die to this. Subpart, he's getting mowed by the turret. The turret kills him. Vinogo survives. RSGMY is up to Izanami. No, he gets picked apart. 3v2. RSGMY had what seems to be one of the greatest openings, but just somehow couldn't wipe Homebois at all.
Man, the best case scenario for RSGMY still ended in the loss. Really extrapolates how far Homebois are ahead. They ended up getting the second inhibitor down mid because it was down so low. Next Lord coming out in 15 seconds. RSGMY, they got one last shot at this.
I mentioned during the draft, if RSG doesn't have an early game lead with this composition, their late game scaling is so behind that of the Homebois. And 13 minutes in, Homebois already have a 6k net worth lead. The game is pretty much theirs, 100%, unless they make a big mistake. Lo Liao needs to catch nets. If he cannot do that and survive, there is no win condition for RSGMY.
Oh, imagine if Nets was caught in that fight as well. That would have been a perfect game for RSGMY, but Nets getting free hits after free hits, but this time Zorn, is this what I think it is? He's trying to go for the GG push, but the Diverger comes in. Oh, no, Zorn, you're not getting out there. They told us welcome. Chain stun all the way through. He's got immortality. Can he pop the shortcut in time? No, he doesn't pop it. He'll sacrifice his life because Homebois will secure the Lord, but seems like they're buying a little bit of time here. Vinogo goes for the Cursed Blood. He's getting melted pretty quickly here. Subpart doing a lot of damage. 3-man stun. Minon's Rage from Storm is getting melted as well. The rest of RSG not in time to re-engage. So Leos is going for the hunt, but he's getting kited here. Chibi with the stun and double kill for Nets. And now maybe a triple. Chibi is unstoppable right now. RSGMY, they've made the blunder They made the mistake and they get punished for it. And now, Homebois, they're going to be crashing on towards the base here. It's up to Lolios. He goes for the outplay here. Purify out of there. He's trying to bait Homebois, but guess what? They're not taking it. Two-man Curse Blood. Purify out of there for Nets. They are going to focus on Crystal. Vinogo next to fall. Storm is there. It's over. It's done. It's too much. Roger, nowhere to be found. Homebois focusing on the Crystal. They take Game 1. They take their revenge against RSG MY. The first